Prime Minister, we, the Mayor, Aldermen, Councillors and Burgesses of the Borough of Royal Leamington Spa, desire to extend to you a most cordial welcome upon the occasion of this, your first appearance in our midst since your recent appointment to the highest public office in the land. We yield to none in our admiration of Sir Winston Churchill, but we can think of no better person than you, sir, to take up the heavy burden so long carried by that grand old elder statesman.
Yeah.
Sir Anthony, that having been represented in Parliament so well and so diligently by you, Sir Anthony, since 1923, and having followed your rise step by step to the topmost rung of the ladder, we should be lacking in all sense of fitness now were we to fail to receive you in this manner at the time of your greatest personal triumph. Furthermore, general election or no, we now express to you our heartfelt good wishes for continued success in whatever role fortune may assign to you. May you long be spared, sir, for the service of our town, the country, and the free world.
Aldermen, Councillors, Burgesses of Royal Leamington Spa. Sir, you and this famous borough do me too much honour this afternoon in the generous things that you have said and in the wonderful welcome you have given to my wife and to myself. My resignation as Foreign Secretary in February 38, I thought it my duty to come down and speak to you. And we went, it was then in the bars we had the meeting. And I shall never forget that evening. I had not the slightest idea what any of you were going to think of my conduct. After all, there were several points of view which anyone could justifiably and fairly take. But I thought it was my duty to present you an account of what I had done and why I had done it. And I shall never forget either that greeting or the unanimous vote of confidence you gave me in that great hall that night. Now, I had no hesitation in accepting your invitation. You knew and I knew that we weren't going to talk party politics. We were going to talk of our life and work together and of this democratic spirit as it works here in this old Britain of ours, better, as I'm convinced, than anywhere else in the whole wide world. I used to feel sometimes, in the years before the war, when foreign policy was difficult, as some people tell me it still is now, I don't know anymore. But when it was difficult, I used to feel myself in need of refreshment. And you know, the best refreshment one could then have was to go and get contact again with the people of this country. And they would send you the message of good cheer, or if it were the message of criticism, from some great meeting. And that is what true democracy is. People expressing themselves to and through their leaders for the faith they hold and for the things which they believe. Well now, ladies and gentlemen, Those years are past, and as Mr. Attlee rightly reminded me in the House of Commons, heavy responsibilities lie on anyone who holds the office which it is now my privilege to try to fill. And in the difficulties which inevitably will beset one, the anxious times which always must befall, there will be one thing which I shall know, that whether I do right or wrong, there will be an understanding and sympathetic section of our land, my own friends, old friends, here in Royal Leamington Spa, who will understand and do their best to help at all times. Say English people, here because we are at the heart of England. I'm rather intimidated by all this, though. I thought, Mr. Mayor, it was just a small party of friends. I hope these are all the same. Well, let me conclude by saying to you in seriousness this. That is another occasion for which I want to thank you. 2 years ago, when I was so ill, when really, I think it's fair to say, my wife's devotion carried me through that illness. I know how much she was touched, as I was, by the messages that came to me from you all. That made one more, if it could, link of friendship between us. And so, Mr. Mayor, aldermen and burgesses of Royal Leamington Spa, thank you for this afternoon, which I will remember until the end of my life. May good fortune attend this borough always, and may its burgesses be happy and prosperous in a world at peace. I thank you.